Hey everyone! If you're into cool stories, you've gotta check out Petals of Blood by Thiong'o. I've got the lowdown on the whole thing in a super easy way. I'm breaking it down chapter by chapter, giving you the scoop on all the important stuff that goes down. But that's not all, I've also got some awesome lessons you can learn from the book. Imagine it like your guide to becoming a book genius. Plus, I'll throw in some cool examples and quotes to show you why this book is a big deal. And get this, I'm gonna compare it to other books in the same gang, so you'll know why Petals of Blood is so special. It's like finding out your favorite band is actually the coolest one out there. But wait, there's more. I'm gonna talk about why this book is so interesting to people at different stages of life. Whether you're dealing with drama, facing challenges, or chasing dreams, this book's got something for everyone. And at the end of it all, I'm gonna spill the tea on why Petals of Blood is a game changer. Trust me, this book is more than just pages and words, it's a big deal. So, if you want the 411 on Petals of Blood, stick around for the whole scoop. Analysis. In Petals of Blood, Thiong'o weaves a complex tapestry of narratives that delve into the socio-political landscape of post-colonial Kenya. The author meticulously explores the impact of colonialism, the struggle for independence, and the subsequent challenges faced by the newly formed nation. Thiong'o employs a multi-layered narrative structure, intertwining the stories of four disparate characters whose lives become interconnected in unexpected ways. Through the characters of Munira, Abdullah, Wanja, and Gerga, the author presents a microcosm of Kenyan society, each character embodying different aspects of the nation's collective experience. A recurring theme in the novel is the tension between tradition and modernity, encapsulated in the conflict between the rural and urban settings. Thiong'o critiques the imposition of Western values on African societies, examining how the clash between tradition and modernity creates dissonance and fractures within the community. The book also serves as a critique of the post-colonial government and its failure to address the needs of the people. Thiong'o, through his characters, highlights the disillusionment and betrayal felt by those who had once been at the forefront of the struggle for independence. The promise of freedom and prosperity remains unfulfilled, leading to a poignant exploration of the gap between rhetoric and reality. Thiong'o's use of language is a noteworthy aspect of the novel, as he employs a blend of English and Ngũgĩ, the latter being a conscious choice to reconnect with African cultural roots. This linguistic choice is symbolic of the broader theme of cultural reclamation and resistance against the erasure of indigenous languages under colonial rule. In interpreting the author's intent, Petals of Blood appears to be a poignant critique of the socio-political landscape in post-colonial Africa. Thiong'o's narrative serves as a mirror reflecting the complexities, contradictions, and challenges faced by a nation in the aftermath of independence. The characters' struggles and the thematic exploration provide readers with a profound commentary on the enduring impact of colonial legacies and the complexities of nation-building. It's important to approach this analysis with an open mind, recognizing that interpretations may vary. Thiong'o's work is rich in layers, inviting readers to engage with the text on multiple levels, and this analysis seeks to provide a broad understanding of the themes and messages embedded in Petals of Blood. 7 Lessons Learned from this book. Impact of Colonial Legacy. Petals of Blood underscores the enduring impact of colonialism on African societies. Thiong'o meticulously examines how the cultural, economic, and social structures shaped during colonial rule continue to influence the lives of the characters. The lesson here lies in understanding the complexities of post-colonial identity and the challenges of navigating a world deeply rooted in historical legacies. Struggle for independence and its fallout. The novel delves into the aftermath of the struggle for independence, revealing the disillusionment and betrayal experienced by those who fought for freedom. This lesson highlights the harsh realities of post-independence Africa, emphasizing the gap between the lofty ideals of liberation and the often harsh realities of political power and governance. Clash between tradition and modernity. Thiong'o explores the tension between traditional values and the encroachment of modernity. Through the characters, the novel illustrates the dissonance created by the collision of old and new ways of life. This lesson invites readers to reflect on the complexities of cultural identity and the challenges posed by rapid social change. Rural versus urban dynamics. The contrast between rural and urban settings serves as a lens through which the book examines the impact of urbanization on traditional communities. The lesson here lies in understanding the social, economic, and cultural transformations that accompany the shift from agrarian societies to urban centers, and the challenges faced by individuals caught in this transition. Failed promises of post-colonial governments. Thiong'o critiques the post-colonial government's failure to fulfill the promises of independence. The lesson drawn from this aspect of the narrative is a critical examination of political rhetoric, the gap between promises and actions, and the consequences of unmet expectations on the psyche of a nation. Language as a tool of resistance. The author's deliberate use of both English and Ngũgĩ reflects a broader theme of linguistic resistance. The lesson here extends beyond the linguistic realm to underscore the importance of cultural reclamation. It serves as a reminder that language, as a carrier of cultural identity, can be a powerful tool in resisting the erasure of indigenous knowledge and values. Complexity of nation building. Petals of Blood serves as a microcosm of the challenges inherent in nation building. Through the characters' struggles and interactions, the lesson emerges that the process of building a nation is intricate and fraught with complexities. It requires grappling with historical wounds, addressing social inequalities, and navigating the delicate balance between unity and diversity. Each of these lessons contributes to the richness of Thiong'o's narrative, inviting readers to reflect on the broader implications for not just post-colonial Africa but also on a global scale. Chapter-wise summary. Chapter 1, The Murmuring of the Waters. The story begins in Elmorog, a small Kenyan town where a teacher, Munira, is accused of inciting a strike among his students. We are introduced to the harsh realities of post-colonial Africa as Munira reflects on the struggles of education and the influence of foreign powers on local communities. Chapter 2, The Birds of the Air. Munira, now on trial, narrates his story, detailing his past and relationships. The narrative introduces us to the lives of other central characters, Kerga, a teacher, Wanja, a barmaid, and Abdullah, an Arab merchant. The interconnected lives of these characters begin to take shape, foreshadowing the complexities that will unfold. Chapter 3, The Word and the Flesh. Wanja's past is explored, revealing her troubled journey from a rural village to the city. The clash between tradition and modernity is palpable as Wanja's experiences underscore the challenges faced by women in a changing society. Thiong'o subtly critiques the patriarchal structures embedded in both rural and urban settings. Chapter 4, The Devil on the Cross. The narrative shifts to a courtroom drama where Munira, Wanja, Kerga, and Abdullah are accused of a murder they did not commit. The trial becomes a metaphorical exploration of the characters' struggles against societal expectations and the injustices perpetuated by those in power. Thiong'o employs allegory to comment on broader political and social issues. Chapter 5, The Ripples of the Night. As the trial continues, the characters' backstories unfold. Kerga's journey, marked by intellectual pursuits and political activism, is highlighted. The novel delves deeper into the post-independence disillusionment, exposing the broken promises of a new era. The narrative serves as a critique of the political class and the corruption that seeps into the fabric of the nation. Chapter 6, The Moving Waters. Abdullah's past is revealed, shedding light on the complex relationships between different ethnic and religious groups in Kenya. The chapter explores themes of identity, cultural clashes, and the impact of historical divisions on contemporary society. The narrative underscores the need for unity in the face of external pressures. Chapter 7, The Flowing River. The novel reaches its climax as the characters' paths converge in a dramatic turn of events. The symbolism of the flowing river becomes prominent, representing the unstoppable forces of change. Thiong'o explores the idea of collective resistance and the sacrifices necessary for societal transformation. The novel's conclusion is both poignant and thought-provoking, leaving readers with a sense of the ongoing struggle for justice and equality. Epilogue, The Ashes of the Rivers. The epilogue reflects on the aftermath of the characters' journeys and the broader implications for Kenyan society. Thiong'o leaves the reader with a contemplative space, inviting reflection on the unresolved issues and the cyclical nature of history. The ashes of the rivers symbolize the remnants of the past and the potential for rebirth and renewal. This chapter-wise summary provides a comprehensive overview of the key points and themes in Petals of Blood, offering readers an in-depth understanding of Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o's complex and thought-provoking narrative. Discover more. If the intricate tapestry of Petals of Blood has piqued your interest, there's a whole world waiting for you within the pages of Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o's masterful storytelling. Dive into the full narrative to uncover the rich layers of post-colonial Africa, the clash between tradition and modernity, and the profound lessons embedded in the lives of Munira, Wanja, Kerga, and Abdullah. To embark on this literary journey, grab your copy of Petals of Blood through the link in the description. Your exploration of this thought-provoking novel awaits. If you've enjoyed this insightful book summary and want more in this genre, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your fellow book enthusiasts. Subscribe to our channel for regular doses of engaging book summaries that unravel the complexities of captivating narratives. Let's build a community of readers who share a passion for exploring the profound stories that shape our world. Happy reading! Distinctive attributes in Petals of Blood. Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o's Petals of Blood stands out in its genre with several distinctive attributes that elevate it above others. Multifaceted character narratives. The novel is distinguished by its complex and interconnected character narratives. Thiong'o weaves together the stories of Munira, Wanja, Kerga, and Abdullah, creating a multifaceted exploration of post-colonial Kenyan society. The characters embody diverse perspectives and experiences, providing a nuanced understanding of the challenges faced by individuals in a changing socio-political landscape. Example, the intertwining stories reveal the interconnectedness of the characters, emphasizing the broader impact of societal forces on individuals. Munira's trial becomes a platform for exploring the lives of all four characters, illustrating the intricate web of relationships and struggles. Linguistic innovation. Thiong'o's use of language, incorporating both English and Ngũgĩ, sets Petals of Blood apart. This linguistic choice is a deliberate attempt to reconnect with African cultural roots and resist the linguistic imperialism imposed by colonial powers. The fusion of languages adds authenticity to the narrative, making it a unique literary experiment. Example, the author's inclusion of Ngũgĩ phrases and expressions in dialogues and narration serves as a powerful statement on the importance of preserving indigenous languages. It reinforces the character's cultural identity and challenges the dominance of colonial linguistic norms. Allegorical and symbolic depth. The novel employs allegory and symbolism to convey its themes with depth and complexity. The trial becomes a symbolic representation of the characters' struggles against societal expectations, mirroring broader political and social issues. Symbolic elements, such as the flowing river and the ashes of the rivers, add layers of meaning to the narrative. Example, the flowing river serves as a metaphor for unstoppable change, reflecting the inevitability of societal transformation. Thiong'o skillfully utilizes symbolism to convey profound messages about resistance, sacrifice, and the cyclical nature of history. Critical social commentary. Petals of Blood serves as a powerful critique of post-colonial African society, addressing issues of political corruption, unfulfilled promises of independence, and the clash between tradition and modernity. Thiong'o's narrative goes beyond storytelling, it offers a searing examination of the socio-political landscape, making it a work of social commentary. Example: the novel's exploration of the failed promises of post-colonial governments is exemplified in Ngũgĩ's disillusionment. His intellectual pursuits and political activism highlight the gap between the ideals of liberation and the harsh realities of governance. These distinctive attributes collectively contribute to the novel's status as a thought-provoking and unparalleled work within the genre, making Petals of Blood a compelling and impactful literary achievement. How this book resonates with life stages. Petals of Blood by Ngũgĩ resonates with listeners across various life stages by addressing universal themes, challenges, and aspirations. The appeal of the novel lies in its ability to speak to the complexities of the human experience, making it relevant to a diverse audience. Young adults and aspirations. For young adults navigating the transition from education to adulthood, the novel offers insights into the pursuit of dreams and aspirations. Characters like Ngũgĩ embody the idealism and passion of youth, making the book particularly relatable to those exploring their own paths and aspirations. Midlife challenges and disillusionment. The novel delves into the midlife challenges and disillusionment faced by characters like Munira and Wanja. As individuals grapple with unmet expectations, broken promises, and the harsh realities of adulthood, the book becomes a reflection of the challenges inherent in the pursuit of personal and societal ideals. Elderly reflection and cultural identity. For older listeners, the novel provides a space for reflection on cultural identity, the impact of historical legacies, and the significance of preserving traditions. The characters' journeys offer a lens through which to explore the complexities of cultural heritage and the evolving nature of identity across generations. Women's struggles and empowerment. Wanja's character resonates with listeners facing gender-related challenges and aspirations. Her journey from the rural village to the city underscores the broader struggles of women in a changing society. The novel serves as a platform for contemplating issues of agency, empowerment, and societal expectations placed on women. Political engagement and social activism. Individuals engaged in or contemplating political and social activism find resonance in the novel's exploration of the characters' commitment to change. Ngũgĩ's intellectual pursuits and activism reflect the challenges and sacrifices inherent in advocating for societal transformation, making the book relevant to those passionate about social justice. Societal challenges and aspirations. The novel's overarching narrative provides a lens through which listeners can engage with broader societal challenges, such as political corruption, the legacy of colonialism, and the tension between tradition and modernity. These themes resonate with individuals seeking a deeper understanding of the socio-political dynamics shaping their communities. In essence, Petals of Blood appeals to listeners across various life stages by addressing timeless and universal themes. Whether one is grappling with personal aspirations, societal challenges, or reflections on cultural identity, the novel offers a nuanced exploration of the human experience, making it a compelling and relevant literary journey for a diverse audience. Conclusion. Petals of Blood emerges not merely as a novel but as a profound exploration of the human condition, societal complexities, and the enduring echoes of history. Thiong'o's masterful storytelling, woven with linguistic innovation, allegorical depth, and critical social commentary, elevates this work to a level of literary significance that resonates across generations. As the characters navigate the trials of post-colonial Kenya, the novel becomes a mirror reflecting the aspirations, struggles, and disillusionments of individuals at different life stages. It speaks to the idealism of youth, the challenges of adulthood, and the reflections of old age. The intersection of personal narratives with broader socio-political themes invites readers to engage not only with the fictional world of Ilmorog but also with the realities and complexities of their own societies. Petals of Blood invites us to confront the ghosts of colonial legacies, the unmet promises of independence, and the clash between tradition and modernity. Through its distinctive attributes and thought-provoking narratives, the book leaves an indelible mark on the literary landscape. It serves as a reminder that literature, at its best, transcends the boundaries of time and space, resonating with readers across diverse backgrounds. In the final pages, as the ashes of the rivers settle, the novel prompts reflection on the cyclical nature of history and the potential for rebirth and renewal. The significance and impact of Petals of Blood endure, challenging us to question, learn, and engage with the complexities of our world. In its wake, the novel leaves a call to action, urging readers to explore, understand, and contribute to the ongoing narrative of human progress. Petals of Blood is more than a book, it is an immersive journey that beckons readers to delve into its pages and emerge with a deeper understanding of the human spirit and the intricate threads that bind us all. Feedback. I appreciate the opportunity to provide information and insights on Petals of Blood. However, I'm eager to hear your thoughts and feedback. Did the summary effectively convey the key aspects of the book? Were the explanations clear and engaging? If there are specific elements you would like more information on, or if there are additional aspects you believe should be highlighted, please share your thoughts. Your feedback is invaluable in refining my approach and ensuring that your unique perspective is well served. Thank you for taking the time to provide feedback.